Good evening, Oswego. I'm Robert Hackford.
And I'm Lauren Toscano. This is WTOP 10. Tonight we will begin with a local story out of Oswego County.
We'll talk about how Oswego County has been awarded a large amount of money. An Oswego legislator will be honored by the NYSAC.
And believe it or not, Buckfest is back. More coming up next here on WTOP 10.
Oswego County Opportunities, a nonprofit human service agency, has been awarded a $300,000 Transitional Housing Assistance Program grant from the U.S. Department of Justice. This funding will be used to help victims of domestic violence and sexual assault locate transitional housing as well as permanent housing in the future. U.S. Representative for Oswego County, Dan Maffei, is thrilled. Representative Maffei stated, "This funding will support the most vulnerable individuals in our community and give families a safe place to stay."
Oswego County Legislator Luella LeClaire will be honored next week by the New York State Association of Counties, the NYSAC. On September 26, LeClaire will be honored for graduating from the NYSAC Dennis A. Pelletier County Government Institute. The prestigious institute works in conjunction with Cornell University to enhance the knowledge, skills, and abilities of county officials. The ceremony will be held at the 2013 NYSAC Fall Seminar in Saratoga.
The Oswego Public Library will be having its third and final showing of Ella Wheeler's glass plate negatives. Her photographs were taken around town and as far away as Connecticut and Michigan from 1900 to 1909. These are important and scarce visual remnants of Oswego's past. The gallery is located in the lowest level of the library and is open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., Monday through Thursday, Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday noon to 5 p.m. You can discover a piece of Oswego's past.
Buckfest is coming back to Oswego. The Oswego Buccaneer Boosters have put together what they say to be their most exciting Buckfest yet in celebration of their 2013 homecoming varsity football game against Fulton High School. The event only costs $2 to attend, and most attractions are free. There will be games, free snacks, and entertainment for all ages. The event will be held Saturday, September 28th from 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., so make sure you get a chance to stop by.
Walk the Moon took over Oswego last night, on Saturday,
And Olivia Eugenio spoke with the band on their thoughts of upstate New York and performing on a college campus.
I went to sleep in New York City and woke up in a foggy, rainy field in upstate. So it's a little confusing right now. Yeah.
The indie band Walk the Moon performed Saturday on the Oswego campus for SAPB's fall concert.
I've played countless colleges and started playing, by playing in colleges.
In all varieties of rooms too,
Yeah.
From auditoriums to arenas to basements to you never quite know what you're going to get.
The SAPB staff had to work all day to clear the Hewitt Ballroom due to a last-minute venue change because of those Oswego storms.
We decided to change the location of the concert because from the weather forecast, it showed that there was a very large potential of rain and thunderstorms for tonight.
And they were right. But SAPB's concert coordinator, Brian Ruderman, was not nervous for the turnout.
I feel like it will affect it slightly, but if people are interested in the music, they'll still come no matter what the weather condition is.
Lead singer Nick Petricca says fans come rain or shine with the band's signature, face paint.
I would say most shows, you are a spectator if you're in the audience, and you're in the band if you're on stage, and something like the face paint just kind of bridges that.
While on tour, the band will be previewing songs from their next album, which will be released in 2014. Olivia Eugenio, Oswego Now.
And now we're going to take a quick check of our weather with meteorologist Lucy Bergman.
Lucy, how's the weather looking?
Good evening. We're live outside the campus center at SUNY Oswego. Here's a look at your current conditions. It's about 46 degrees out here right now. Winds 5 to 10 miles per hour from the west, keeping it a little bit chilly out here, but it is nice and comfortable because that dew point is only 45, and even though the humidity is 89%, that dew point is keeping us nice and comfortable. Here's a look at your radar. It is a nice clear night out here, no precipitation to speak of, and that's how it's going to stay for the rest of the week. We are looking at a beautiful day tomorrow, 67 as your high, similar on Thursday, 69, and a beautiful start to your Friday as your weekend, 70 degrees, and a warm-up as we head into the weekend, and I'll have more on that coming up. But for right now, let's send it back in the studio to Rob and Lauren. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Lucy. Wow, it looks like we are going to have a beautiful week ahead of us.
Might be the last summer week we have. Looking like fall's coming in full swing right now. It's been cool nights. Hopefully it doesn't come too quickly though.
Hopefully, I'm just excited that it's not raining yet.
Yeah, that's true. The mother of Romeo Williams has offered her deepest apologies and prayers to 70-year-old victim James Gifford. Romeo, an 18-year-old Syracuse resident with an extensive criminal record, has been charged with second-degree assault after beating into unconsciousness Mr. Gifford. Romeo's mother, Josette Williams, says she cannot understand why Romeo would have attacked an elderly man and believes her son should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Williams' case will be held before a grand jury after postponement, with additional charges pending.
Javon Wameling, a resident of the city of Utica, is being faced with drug-related conspiracy charges. Wameling was charged with 3 accounts of fourth-degree conspiracy and has pleaded not guilty at the arraignment Tuesday morning. They say this incident has no relation to the disappearance of his 9-month-old son, Levon Wameling, whose body was found in Mohawk River earlier this month. Wameling has not made bail and currently resides in jail.
The bridge carrying Route 370 over Seneca River will be closed for 3 days due to construction. The construction will begin on Friday at 6 a.m. and the route will be closed to all traffic for 3 days to allow for the concrete pourings. During the closing, all traffic will be directed to certain detours. The bridge will reopen to a one-way alternating traffic-controlled road on Monday, September 30th.
A voter registration drive was held earlier today in the city of Syracuse. The event was hosted by the Green Party. Green Party Secretary Ursula Razom commented on the event, stating that while fewer Democrats and Republicans are campaigning, the Greens are reaching out. By hosting this event, they are hoping to get through to more voters and gain support in the Syracuse area. The Green Party is seeking new opportunities in what many consider to be a quiet election year.
Coming up after the break, we will have your full update for state and national news.
Stay tuned, you're watching WTOP 10 News.
I'm lucky. I get to do something I love.
How many of you think homework is just as important as teamwork?
I help keep kids in school.
Good.
And that's the name of the game.
My name is LaDainian Thomason. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
We are the Tigers from Pet 885. And you are watching WTOP. Yeah!
Hi, I'm Woodsy Owl, and I'm here to tell you about a dirty word, water pollution. Kids, it's up to us to keep our lakes and streams clean and beautiful. We've been polluting the water with all kinds of junk like paper, cans, and gooey gunk. It looks ugly, and it's killing our fish and ducks. Please don't throw junk in the water. Give a hoot. Don't pollute.
In the city or in the woods, help keep America looking good. Woo-hoo!
She was a passenger. So I was Steve on the passenger side.
We just had some wine. I wasn't even drunk. I was just buzzed.
What? You were just buzzed? Well, sir, you didn't tell us that. In that case, she's just fine.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Really?
Nah, not really.
Buzz driving. Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal.
Good evening, I'm meteorologist Lucy Bergman for WTOP 10 from the campus of SUNY Oswego. Here's a look at your current conditions out there. 46 degrees, a beautiful night, nice and calm. Some winds from the west, 5 to 10 miles per hour. That dew point is sitting at 43 degrees, keeping things nice and comfortable out there. Here's a look at your current state temperatures. Your cool spot out there right now, Watertown at 48, and your warm spot down in New York City, 68 degrees. Tonight is going to be a clear night, 44 degrees out there, the winds from the west, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's a look at your national radar. The showers will stay to our south, and they're not going to bother us at all. As you can see, beautiful night out there, and that's how it's going to stay for the rest of the week. Here's a look at tomorrow. Our top weather headlines. A chilly but sunny start to the morning tomorrow, a late week warm-up, and a beautiful weekend. So if you have plans outside this weekend, you lucked out, and if you don't, you better start making them because it is a beautiful weekend to spend outside. Here's a look at your forecast tomorrow. Your high about 66 degrees. Some winds from the northwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour, but let's time that out a little bit better for you. 46 degrees tomorrow morning as you're stepping out the door, so you want to grab another layer, put on a coat, but it is going to warm up right away. At about noon, you're going to see 62 degrees and then a high around 3 of 66. And before it cools down for the evening, a beautiful night. Here's why. This beautiful weather is sitting right over us, and those showers are staying to our east. They're not going to bother us anytime soon. And tomorrow night, another beautiful night like tonight, 47 and clear. Winds are calm, so it's not going to be too breezy out there. Before the warm-up for later in the week, some parts of the country are seeing a cool down, some are seeing a warm-up, but we are going to stay right where we are this time of year. Our average is anywhere between 68 and 71, and that's how it's going to stay for the rest of the week. Here's a look at your 5-day forecast. 67 on Wednesday, 69 on Thursday, Friday 70 before your high of 72 for Saturday and Sunday. A beautiful weekend, so you're going to want to spend all the time you can outside.
I'm going to spend all my time outside, exactly. It's like sun, and more sun. I've been wanting to get down to the lake, and I can finally do that on this lovely weekend.
I know that a lot of people are pretty sick of the rain, so if you don't have plans, I would start making them pretty good start to the fall.
See, but I don't know about you guys. I'm pretty excited for sweater weather, and I am kind of disappointed that it's not cooling down yet.
You'll have plenty of time for that. January, December, November. We live in Oswego for
Snow, and more snow.
Exactly.
The Central New York Regional Economic Development Council has recommended the state provide $32 million in state funding to 3 dozen development projects. Realistically, the 35 projects would cost over $300 million, but the companies behind the projects would fund the remainder after state help. Projects in the list include multiple manufacturing installations that could create 810 jobs and help retain 378 existing ones. This state funding is being sought in the third round of Governor Cuomo's Regional Council competition for state grants and tax credits.
New York's Anti-Corruption Commission continued a hearing earlier this evening. The hearing focused on issues such as campaigning contributions, the outside income of part-time legislators, which could pose conflicts of interest, and the few limits on contributions to political parties' housekeeping accounts. The main point of the hearing is to emphasize on the separation of powers between the 3 branches of government. Governor Cuomo is currently presiding over an adequate solution.
6 more people have been found alive after the massive flooding in Colorado. This is a remarkable outcome after the disaster had damaged or destroyed nearly 2,000 homes and wiped out 200 miles of state roads and bridges. Currently, only 1 person remains unaccounted for and is presumed dead, with 8 confirmed deaths being reported. The Federal Emergency Management Agency has approved $22.1 million in repair funding, and 15,600 people have applied for FEMA relief. No official estimate has been released regarding the cost of this tragedy. With the world watching, President Barack Obama addressed the world's pressing problems at the UN General Assembly.
Among them, the diplomatic wrangling over securing Syria's chemical weapons stockpiles and relations between Iran and the U.S. Troy Dunan takes a look.
5 years ago.
The president said he was encouraged by the new Iranian president taking a more moderate course.
So he's ordering Secretary of State John Kerry to pursue a nuclear agreement with Iran, despite decades of mistrust between the two nations.
The roadblocks may prove to be too great, but I firmly believe the diplomatic path must be tested.
On the subject of Syria, President Obama called for a UN Security Council resolution that mandates consequences if the Assad regime does not go forward with plans to allow the destruction of its chemical weapons.
If we succeed, it will send a powerful message that the use of chemical weapons has no place in the 21st century, and that this body means what it says.
Staying in the Middle East, President Obama says he's not afraid to use force if need be.
The United States of America is prepared to use all elements of our power, including military force, to secure our core interests in the region.
The president also mentioned the assault in Nairobi.
In Kenya, we've seen terrorists target innocent civilians in a crowded shopping mall, and our hearts go out to the families of those who've been affected.
In Washington, I'm Tori Dunnan reporting.
Coming up, we'll hear from Josh Martin and an investigation held because of a fisherman's death in Oswego.
And Sebastian Edmond will have your latest sports update. But first, take a look at our late night menu.
So, are you going out tonight? I can't. My parents say I have to be home right after work. That's so gay. Totally gay.
Ugh, that is so Emma and Julia.
Why are you saying that's so Emma and Julia?
Well, you know, when something is dumb or stupid, you say that's so Emma and Julia.
Who says that?
Everyone.
Imagine if who you are were used as an insult. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Every night before the show, me and the guys, we like to loosen up a little bit. Blue, 42, hike! Every now and then, Dan likes to take it a little too far. But hey, the show's all about competition, so we'll take it.
Stupid Dan with stupid football and stupid running.
Hi, I'm CNN's Rob Marciano, and you're watching WTOP 10, your television station.
Attention students and faculty. Avery Rental Properties is now renting for the next school year. Avery accommodates all group sizes, small or large. Avery Rental Properties. Make our house your home. 24-hour maintenance, garbage removal, snow removal, and off-street parking. Avery Rental Properties. 315-343-5005.
After several instances of injury to fishermen and death along the Oswego River, a warning system was put in place to tell fishermen to leave the water. But how does the alert affect non-fishermen along the river?
Josh Martin investigates the line between a safety precaution and nuisance on nearby residents.
It's the first thing most of us hear in the morning to start our day. The alarm clock. Whether it be with a clock or a phone, alarms usually go off under the user's terms. The Oswego River Dam warning system runs on its own schedule. Local resident and Oswego State professor Christine Hirsch knows about the early morning siren all too well.
On the weekends, frequently. Like, seriously, Saturday and Sunday, it can be kind of obnoxious.
The alert siren is known to go off as early as 5:30 in the morning. When it sounds, this entire area will be filled with loud noise and flashing red light. The alert system is activated anytime that the water flow increases by a substantial amount over an hour period. Locals care about fishermen's safety, but want to know if the siren has to be so loud, and why so early. In a statement made by the owners of the dam, Brookfield Renewable Power, they say, quote, We have recently become aware of the concerns about the volume and frequency of the siren. Brookfield has assessed both the frequency and the volume of the siren and has determined both are appropriate at this time. Even though she doesn't like the noise, Hirsch understands that it's safety first.
If the alternative is that a fisherman's not going to hear a warning and we're going to have somebody die, then how annoying can it be?
Josh Martin, Oswego Now.
Yeah, I definitely can't imagine waking up at 5 a.m. to that noise. I mean, my alarm's bad enough as it is.
So is mine. I mean, I wonder if the fishermen, since they're going and complaining about it, is it such a nuisance to them? What are they most concerned about?
I don't know, it's supposed to help the fishermen, but so far it doesn't really seem to be doing its job. We'll see if they can adjust that slightly to better the community as well as the fishermen and come up with an even road, basically. There will be a movie showing of El Norte in room 132 in the campus center on Tuesday, September 24th from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. This 1983 film, directed by Gregory Nava, depicts Mayan Indian peasants fleeing to El Norte, the northern United States. It will be presented in Spanish with English subtitles and is free for students. Parking for those without a campus parking sticker is $1. Now with your latest with sports from Sebastian Edmond.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sebastian Edmond with your WTOP Sports Update. The Oswego men's golf team took 4th place in the Elmira Fall Invitational earlier today. Collectively, they finished the day at plus 42, 17 strokes behind winner and host school Elmira College. Senior John Mackey shot a 78 and sophomore Tyler Werzer shot a 79, both gentlemen finishing in the top 10. The team now has over a week to rest and prepare for their next contest, the ECAC Mid-Atlantic Championships in Rochester, New York, Saturday, October 5th. 2 women's teams are looking to get the ball rolling as tennis and field hockey are getting into full swing. The tennis team is struggling for wins, currently resting at 1-4. Tomorrow they travel to Rochester, looking to change their luck against a 2-4 St. John Fisher squad. The field hockey team is also on the road, off to play the Houghton Highlanders with the start time at 7 p.m. A win tomorrow would bring women's field hockey over 500 for the first time this season. They are currently 2-2. Baltimore Orioles third baseman Manny Machado received good news in regards to his injured knee. Although he'll be sidelined for some time, Machado did not tear any major ligaments, could avoid surgery, and might be running again in 6 to 8 weeks. The injury occurred running through first base in yesterday's game against the Rays. He had played every game this season for the Orioles, hitting .283 with 71 ribbies and 51 doubles. Many within the organization have expressed their belief, knowing that the #1 overall former draft pick will make a full recovery for next year. And in general, the injury bug is running rampant, plaguing a handful of NFL teams. The Cowboys learned this morning that defensive end Anthony Spencer will have season-ending knee surgery. The Lions will be without wideout Nate Burleson after he broke his arm in a one-car accident last night. Surgery will be needed, and there is no timetable for his return. Later on, I'll provide an update on the crazy ending to the MLB season. There are 3 teams in the NL Central, and they've all clinched, but only one can win the division. And now back to the desk with Robert and Lauren.
Stay tuned for a look at the lighter side of the news and Lucy Bergman's final weather report.
But first, take a look at our community calendar.
Yo, check out this chef, right? Right? That's so gay. That's really gay. Dude, look at those hands.
Please don't say that.
What?
Don't say that something is gay when you mean that something is dumb or stupid. It's insulting. like if I thought this pepper shaker was stupid and I said, man, and this pepper shaker is so 16-year-old boy with a cheesy mustache. Just saying. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Down 70 to 35, and the Cougars were getting smoked like a cheap cigar.
A survey done by the Lifestyle Center found that 58.2% of SUNY Oswego students believe that the typical student consumes alcohol daily. In actuality, it's only 0.7%.
Hey, did you want to come out to that party with us tonight?
No, thanks, I'm good. What about late night?
Yeah, let's go.
Great.
Overcoming misconceptions. Now that's style. This message was brought to you by the
The United States Postal Service on Monday, pardon me 1 second, held special unveilings of its new Forever stamp in Atlanta and Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, postal officials dropped the curtain on this oversized stamp featuring the likeness of music legend Ray Charles, flaunting his signature smile. It's part of a special series called Music Icons Forever. The Georgia native was a blind singer-songwriter specializing in soul and R&B. The celebration continued in LA as the Grammy Museum welcomed friends of Ray Charles to take part in the ceremony.
Miss Piggy will join her longtime beau, Kermit the Frog, at the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History. The puppet is among more than 20 newly donated to the museum by the Henson family. All will be added to the museum's current Jim Henson collection, which already includes Kermit. The museum says Miss Piggy will be put on display within the American Stories exhibition in March of next year.
Your traditional vending machine has just become outdated. Standards like chips, candy, and gum have been ditched for the new and improved Cupcake vending machine. Sprinkles Cupcakes in Los Angeles, California has made indulgence accessible to all with their around-the-clock Cupcake ATM. Sprinkles sold 1,000 cupcakes a day when it launched the machine. Their standard gourmet flavors as well as special flavors for pampered dogs are available. May all rejoice. Cupcakes for all.
Studies suggest that the ever-continuing global warming could be the cause of severe tornadoes and thunderstorms in the United States. The studies focus on the changes in convective available potential energy, or CAPE, and the changes in wind speed and height, also known as wind shear. Studies continue to conclude the correlation between CAPE and wind shear levels and the occurrence of these natural disasters.
Weather around Oswego has been pretty chilly for the past couple of weeks.
Our very own meteorologist Lucy Bergman will be giving us the update on what to expect for the rest of the week.
Here's a look at your class for tomorrow, or hourly forecast for tomorrow. As you're waking up tomorrow morning, 46 degrees, you'll want to grab a sweater or an extra layer to put on as you hop out the door. It's going to warm up throughout the afternoon. You're going to see your high at 65 between 2 and 3 before it cools down again in the evening. But overall, a sunny, beautiful day. And as always, you can follow us online at WTOP10 or at Facebook.com/WTOP10.
Well, right now, the Cardinals, the Pirates, and the Reds are all currently fighting to avoid a first-round matchup against each other in the playoffs. Sports are just really exciting right now. Baseball, hockey's going to start, football's in swing. It's very exciting times. I hope you guys are excited as I am.
And preseason for hockey's been looking pretty good, so I'm pretty excited.
I don't watch sports.
I'm with you,
it's
Lauren.
Very entertaining. I think you should get involved in it.
That's okay.
We can learn together.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'll do that.
Well, guys, thank you for joining us tonight. Tune in tomorrow night for WTOP 10 News at 10.
And stay tuned for Do's and Don'ts. I'm Lauren Toscano.
And I'm Robert Hackford. You stay classy, Oswego.